go in different directions. Not saying it's a good or bad thing, but you know, that kind of happened. And then when I went to high school, we didn't go to the same schools at all until Tesoro, but I was in Diana's daycare, and that's how I know them since I was 3 years old. So I mean, it's one of those things I've known them for such a long time that even if I don't see them for several years, I'd probably still treat them as my friends, the same as the last time I saw them.
Something you said kind of made me think of a question. What point in your life would you say, or can you point to a time in your life when you said, now I'm an atheist?
I'm not sure a year, but probably, late childhood, like
10, 11?
Yeah, probably around at the 10 range, maybe a little earlier, maybe a little later. Just because I didn't really think about it too much until that point, it just wasn't really an issue until that point. So once it became, what do I believe in? That's when I made the decision.
Okay. Huh. It's interesting.
Well, I mean, I also was the kind of person when I was younger to just not bring up confrontation. So I just, if someone brought it up, I'd just, be like, oh, okay, not really have an opinion about it.
Earlier I asked you the question, what influences helped you decide on your beliefs? Now, and I didn't ask you this question before about when you became an atheist or when you decided that's what you believe. But now that we've kind of talked about the when, does that bring up any more information into your mind about why you made that decision?
Maybe friends, maybe my parents not pushing on me at that point. It just seemed like I don't think anybody. I think it was just my own logic and reason and getting some facts and reading up on it a little bit, learning in school about what the Christians had done and what maybe school was one of those deciding factors. But I don't think there's any one particular event or thing that set it in that direction. I think it's multiple things.
You said you based it on facts and just things that you did some studying up on.
Yeah.
Or was it just curiosity that pushed you to look for those facts?
Yeah, definitely. It was curiosity, just wondering what I believe in and trying to figure out life in general.
Okay.
Yeah.
And you probably went online for some of that, but did you get that information from your friends also?
It's probably not much for my friends in that sense, but it's probably mostly school and like a little bit of internet, and I didn't use the internet that much when I was that young, but probably books and stuff that I was reading.